crazy ass has a 45,000 shilling wig on, and for you to have your works checked, you're gonna haggle? 3.5 is your nails.
Exactly.
3.5 is, you don't even have shoes for 3.5 because backyard doesn't have shoes for 3.5. Backyard shoes and do 3.5. Welcome back to my channel. It's Caroline Mutoko, and I'm sure you're sitting there thinking, Madam, heavy conversation, but necessary. And the person helping me have that conversation is Dr. Ann Kihara. You should find her. Now, and the reason I'm saying find her is that I mean it. My mother took my late sister and I to our first OB-GYN when I was 17. Mm-hmm. Regina must have been then 15, 14. And his name was Mr. Nisibirwa. Uh-huh. And when I think about it, I realize that is the most wonderful thing she ever did for us, is because she also allowed us to continue owning that process with our bodies. Because even through university, I used to see him. And then, I moved on. At what age should mothers introduce their daughters to an OB-GYN? An obstetrician gynecologist?
I'll take it from a little bit further down. Mm-hmm. Women have been very good at following their little babies through immunization, get to 5 years, get into primary school. It's so clear there is an undefined line when it comes to around 12 years of age.
Okay.
12 years of age, do you see a pediatrician now, or do you see an obstetrician?
Aha.
For the ladies listening, and the gentlemen too.
Yes.
12 is your transit year for a lot of things. Mm-hmm. One, your little girl is budding to be a young lady.
And she is budding.
Because, Caroline, to be honest, by 12 years, they're beginning to see the other gender.
Properly.
And it's because the hormones are dancing and raving in this little girl.
Yes.
And in this little boy. Because, let me be very clear, a gynecologist is not just a lady specialist. We also see the young boys.
Oh, great.
So please, we have very few andrologists because that's a specialist for the men. But by virtue of that, you have a fallback plan with the gynecologist.
True.
The reason being sexual relationships, sexual health. That's my peeve. That's where we work best. That's what we deal with. So it's sex for procreation, it's sex for recreation.
True.
So that's when I would actually say is
12,
the ideal age.
The transition year.
Exactly.
When you're no longer a person who sees a pediatrician.
Precisely.
You now need to see a grown-up doctor.
Yes, exactly. Number two, and I think this is important. You see, we're still haggling between the pediatrician and the gynecologist. We have the HPV vaccination.
Yes.
And when do we introduce it? It's round
before
about that
she becomes
time.
sexually active.
And best before she's sexually active.
Yes.
So 9 years to 12 years, that's really the best timing.
Yes.
So I think I've answered you there.
Yes. So now, for the people who are thinking, well, I'm no longer 12, am I too late? I still believe, number one, every woman should see her gynecologist. You're told to see your dentist twice a year?
Yep.
Twice a year.
Twice a year. Caroline, we drive cars. You take them to be checked, the gas to be checked, whatever else.
Oil change, everything.
How much more should you value your body?
Yeah.
Get it checked. Get it checked.
Get it checked.
Just get it checked.
By the way, we're not going to belabor this point. And I know that in the one or two times somebody has asked me to recommend an OB-GYN, and I give them a number of 1 or 2.
Yeah.
And then they ask me, so how much is consultation? I'm like, 3.5. This one, 4.5. And then I was like, so expensive. And I'm like, wait a minute. Your crazy ass has a 45,000 shilling wig on?
Yep.
And for you to have your works checked, you're gonna haggle?
You shouldn't.
3.5 is your nails.
Exactly.
3.5 is, you don't even have shoes for 3.5 because backyard doesn't have shoes for 3.5.
No.
Backyard shoes and do 3.5. Do 5.5.
5.5, 6 going up.
So I also very much, and I'm going to say this to the camera, as a woman, you really need to be clear about the things you want to haggle on price about. Your body, your health is not one of them.
Exactly. Have a value system.
Yes.
And it's the naked truth. If you're healthy, create your wealth. It goes together.
Yes.
So value your health, your wealth will follow
It's
you.
the same thing. You know,
Yeah.
you tell a woman, you know, chances are the reason your clothes don't sit properly is because underneath, you know, your bra is wonky. So if you've got good underwear, and they're like, Ati, how much is a bra? And then you're told, you know, 2.5, 1, 2. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you're like, Swansea. And you know why? Because nobody can see it.
You know, that brings another issue, Carol, because
Yes.
I really want this taken across. All these little knickers and bras that are sold off street in this mitumba
Yes.
industry.
Yeah.
Honestly, ladies, please
Stop
value
it.
yourself. Value yourself, particularly with what comes adjacent to your body.
It's too
Period.
close.
Exactly.
This is fine.
That's fine.
This is fine.
That's
But
fine.
it can't be underwear.
No.
And it can't be the
That's a
bra you're wearing.
No, and it can't be the stockings that you want to put on top of your knickers.
Yes.
No.
It's too close.
Yeah.
It's too close.
Precisely.
Value yourself. I mean, the number of times, and I say one of the things I loved, and you met my my former co-hosts. I loved having the co-hosts I had because they were very authentic. But when they went there, they went there.
Yeah.
And you could tell that every time we did the bra campaign, you know, they'd be like, yeah, you meet a girl, and every time you meet her, she's got 2. And you know, we think men can't notice, like, you got 2 bras.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got the black one and the other green one you wear all the time, and it's you know, the underwire is popping out.
Popping
it's
out.
And you know, you don't understand. He does put a little value on how you value you.
Exactly.
It's your raggedy underwear because you think, what's the big deal? I'm not going to spend good money because nobody can see it, but I'll spend good money on the shoe.
No.
And I'm going to spend good money on the wig and the weave and the nails, but
You know
never
what?
anything close
You know
to
what
my skin.
my principle is? Value yourself inside out.
Yeah.
Not outwardly in.
Yes.
It doesn't work that way.
Doesn't work that way.
Doesn't work that way.
Doesn't work that way. And teach your daughters.
Exactly.
Teach your daughters. Now, you probably have a lot to take in and also spread and debate. So Dr. Ann Kihara and I will take a break for a bit. Yeah. Because when we next see you, our conversation will be about responding to some of the things you've asked and commented on.
Yes.
And also what else we need to know about discharge, panty
Menses.
liners. And not all sanitary towels are created equal because not all women are created equal.
Precisely.
There's a different pad for
a different
woman.
occasion.
And because every woman doesn't have the same amount of flow.
Agreed.
Yes.
In fact, we must include looking at different patterns of flow.
Because
Biggest
day 1
problem-
is not the same as
Day 8 or day 5
Yeah,
or
yeah.
day 6 or when you're on family planning. There's a lot to talk about.
So you see there's a lot. And right now you're like, that was a lot. Yes, we know. Go spread the word and subscribe.